keep coming. They just keep coming. Rob saw them first. 3. Just 3 out of the 7th. Easy shots from up here. At first, we thought it was fun. See who could pick them off. Extra points for the head. Then Rob went missing. Went down to the range. Wasn't far, it was back by Then Ted, Zach, Phil, Mark. God, Mark. They dragged him. I can hear him screaming. Now we're 3. Just 3. Can't run. Can't hold. They're coming. They're coming!
want to be rougher. I never thought a single person could be spread so thin. If you see anyone struggling...
Maintain situational awareness. The grounds are not secure.
For the thrill and excitement of life in a post-apocalyptic hellscape. By popular demand, this month's creative learning classes are on wilderness survival. Courses and crafting materials are now available. Artisan's Corner has everything you need to make your next survival project a success.
I think we can make this place home for a lot of people, yourself included.
If you're caught out and about with no place to go, the responders have an outpost in Flatwoods.
The work I do is extremely rewarding, but boy, is it tiring.
Haven't been sleeping. I should try counting sheep instead of stamps.
I bet power armor training's tough.
That interests
Not
you.
that scrap trading is
Vacation.
hard, too.
Step right up, my friend.
I've got a special opportunity for you approved by management themselves. How would you like to go on a little vacation? That's the spirit. We are offering free travel to America's playground, Atlantic City, New Jersey, a haven of wonder, excitement, and opportunity. Fully governed and, I assure you, safe from the dangers of the outside world. In exchange for your all expenses paid for flight, all we ask is a little assistance paid back to the locals. Sounds like a deal, right? It varies from person to person. I don't have all the details, but I know the Lombardi family is looking for assistance with some business matters. If game shows are more your style, the showmen are always looking for fresh faces to star in their entertainment. I'm sure a bright person like you will find just the opportunity you're looking for.
Feels like I've died and gone to heaven. Or hell, if you look out the window.
That's right. As long as the city leadership hears you're helping out, that's all they ask of you. They were mighty jazzed to hear word of an organization from abroad that's all about helping people. You can always use fresh faces in AC, and especially ones with initiative. That's what keeps our city alive. And now that's what I'm talking about. I let Orlando know you've agreed to help out, and I'm sure they'll get word back to the city leaders. And hey, you come right back and talk to me if you have any questions, all right? I'm your one-stop guide to the city.
I heard a bunch of nerds arguing over comic book heroes yesterday. Aren't there more important things to worry about?
We are offering free travel to America's playground, Atlantic City, New Jersey, a haven of wonder, excitement, and opportunity. Fully governed and, I assure you, safe from the dangers of the outside world. In exchange for your all expenses paid for the flight, all we ask is a little assistance paid back to the locals. It varies from person to person. I don't have all the details, but I know the Lombardi family is looking for us. If games was, I'm sure.
I can't think of a higher honor.
Of course. Well, by all means, ask away. Do you remember relaxing beach getaways? Exciting outside of the town? Amenities and entertainment to fill your safe and mundane life with inspiration and excitement? Even if you're not old enough to remember those blissful before days, Atlantic City is your chance to experience them for the first time. Our city is safe, luxurious, and beautiful. But don't believe me. See it for yourself. Nothing's impossible, my friend. After the war, the city government worked hard to keep things running how they should. They didn't let a bomb ruin a great day.
Valdez will see everything you have to offer. You'll see.
First off, you can take a relaxing stroll along the boardwalk. Enjoy the street vendors and a delightful sea breeze. Larger attractions take place at Showman's Pier on the far end of the boardwalk. Underneath the pier, you can lose yourself in the architectural wonder of an aquarium built beneath the sea.
I know it was
When night falls, Casino Quarter has everything you need to make it an evening to remember. Nightclubs and casinos galore. And further inward, all the magic you don't see happens at the city center. That's where the mayor's office keeps the city running. Outside of civilians and visitors such as yourself, there are three groups that keep on the lights and life of Atlantic City. The showmen are entertainers, hosting performances and games of all kinds, primarily from the boardwalk and pier. The Lombardi family, they manage the nightlife in the casino quarter. They're an intimate bunch, but don't be intimidated. They're as much a part of Atlantic City's charm as anyone else. And last, but definitely not least, our city government workers manage the day-to-day operations that make life easy for the rest of us. Well, our city is run by the tough and virtuous Mayor Tim. Once a humble farmer, now a city leader. Around Casino Quarter, you hear the name Quintino Lombardi. He's known to be a bit hot-headed. He's been the head of the family for a long time. And finally, there's Mother Charlotte, the creative and daring founder of the Showman. These three work together to provide the city with everything it needs to thrive. Lights, entertainment, and a functioning economy. Threats? No, you're unlikely to encounter any of those. Unless the gorgeous wildlife of the Pine Barrens board in our city becomes unruly. But the mayor's office, that's not completely under control. Well, if that's the case then, the mutated flora,
There's times I worry I'm
we
not
call
doing
them the
enough
overgrown.
for it, that I'm not
For the
gonna
most
do it.
part, folks don't
try to
know they're a
remember
problem
how I managed
because
to
the
get here in the
municipal
first
workers
place.
have been fighting them
There
back.
I go,
But
reassured.
that's not all. There's something more sinister out there. I'd prefer not talk about this anymore. Every city's got problems, right? And outside this little pest problem, there's so much love in AC. Oh, and we were just getting to the good part. Jeremiah Hopkins, mighty pleased to make your acquaintance. I'm at your service to tell you anything you'd like to know about Atlantic City. Oh, insightful you are. Yes, my travel was arranged by the Atlantic City Mayor's office. Now, there's no tourism board per se, but the groups managing the nightlife and entertainment of the city are always interested in bringing in new faces. They worked out an arrangement with the city, who decided my skills were best put to work out here in a fresh and safe environment. Well, I saw something that was
Man, that blood bug sting was
against nature.
I wonder what it was like
The heavens of the unholy. Look, I can accept mutated wildlife. All those nukes weren't gonna fall without consequence. But this thing? It was too damn close to my nightmares. I can't handle the possibility of hell on earth and in my fair city of all places. Let's not talk about this anymore. I came here to clear my mind of all that nonsense. Get a fresh start. Now, if I were to stop being optimistic, I would have to think about all the stressful things that I may or may not be choosing not to think about. Better to focus on the good. Keep smiling. Ain't that right? Yeah, I know. My father used to say that too. He was a courageous man. Did a lot for people. Then went out just the way he wanted to.
Robot
In
butlers.
a blaze of glory. I know there are dangerous things out there. Other people may be well equipped to handle them. But I'm not. My energy is best spent making people smile. Helping them not to worry. That means put my blinders on a little.
Supposed to be the safest place
So
around.
be it.
But
Let
I've
me
heard
enjoy
the
this little
that
pocket of
Bible
this
was
world
glitchy.
that I still
I'm
have
not
left
so
in me.
sure about that.
And still safe. When the bold ones venture out, take on the world. That's what they're born to do. I don't want any part of that. Beautiful place. Just a gorgeous view from up there on the rooftop. Never seen anything like it.
It's been sunny all week. I love it here.
Outside. Now, why would there be any need for that when I'm enjoying my snug and secure accommodations here? No, sirree. I'm fully satisfied staying inside but there are no surprises. You trying to scare me now? I've heard. You get breathed on by a bat, suddenly big green crystals start growing out of your skin, right? I am perfectly good. Never seen one of those. Thank you very much.
Maybe I come off a little too strong. No.
Wendigo.
Enough.
You mean the mythical flesh-eating kind, but bigger?
I
Nah.
love
I'm sure that's not possible. You're just coming up with stories to scare me. I'm used to that. Can't let good old fiction haunt my dreams after all. Now, why don't we talk about something else? Certainly. Glad to help out. You let me know if you have any more questions.
Discount? Not in this damn bottle cap economy. You're very jumpy, aren't you? Ah, a customer. Here to peruse or buy? Either way, prepare your eyes for a feast of the senses, huh? A spectacle like no other. Oh, I got a bit carried away, didn't I? Forgot to properly introduce myself. Giuseppe della Ripa, at your service. Tradesman and curio collector. Welcome to Giuseppe's Curios.
Can't believe we've got a bird.
Buy, sell,
That's a
trade,
step up in
and
the world
count.
if I've ever seen
I'm a
one.
collector of oddities and eccentricities, and I sell those eccentricities for the right price. Perhaps I might have something to your liking. Oh, I've called many places home. Clarksburg, New York, now Appalachia again. But none ring truer in my heart than the homeland. Italia! Ah, I believe in your language it is simply Italy. I was born there. I remember very little of it. There's still a connection. I think there's something that binds you to where your ancestors are from. It may not make sense if you've been raised in a place your family has always had roots in. Ah, don't mind me. I'm just rambling at this point. What makes it worse is knowing I can never go back. That, and not knowing what Italy's fate was after the bombs. Who knows what it looks like now? You walk past and see a sparkle at the edge of your vision. Maybe it's a dusty mirror or a long-forgotten urn. A decades-old music box. That's a curio. Fame and fortune. Or maybe just fortune. Perhaps neither. It's easier to earn money than to search for what you're really looking for. Let's just say I'm looking for some things I've lost that may be found again. I don't know if I can find them definitively, but it is worth the risk. I have books upon books of riddles. They keep a man entertained. Besides, it's a good conversation starter. You have only ever seen me in the distance, never up close. Look in any direction, and I will be there. What am I? Nice try, but that's incorrect. Take a night to think it over, and I'm sure you'll get it tomorrow.
It's a shame. Can't get at the back by myself.
do come back. An abundance of trinkets for sale, available for your perusal. Well, maybe not an abundance. The world runs on caps. You do well to remember that.
The work I do is extremely
Try not to
rewarding.
track all of that dirt into my shop.
Exclusive to White Spring.
I already
Early
near broke my
release
back trying
bottles
to
of
wash
the
up the
newest
fallout.
cola sensation, Coca-Cola Quantum.
Oh, I can't wait until dinner.
You look like you could lose some weight. From your bog aches.
Feeling fruity? Try Nuka Cherry, grape, or orange.
I love Esmond's cooking. It's been so long since I've had food with
Orlando is
actual
very
flavor.
charming.
But to be honest with you, I'm not
As long as I stay inside this lovely refuge.
At a Victorium Knight Errant, do you need me to do anything for you? I could carry your things for you. Really, anything. Just say the word, I'll jump. Shoot. I mean, shoot as in ask me something. Don't fire at me. Ask away. Ultra what? I'm not sure I know what you're talking about. No one briefed me on this. Battery cells? Forget the stupid vertibird. This is what I should be looking into. Oh no, we come from California. It was a long trek over here, from what I heard. Oh no, not at all. Someday, I will be. I'm training to be a scribe. You won't find scribes decked out in power armor. And even if I wasn't, I'm still an initiate. It would be impractical to waste your best tech on, well, a new recruit. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Me? Well, I'll try to answer whatever I can. Eager? I didn't realize it was so obvious. Look, all my life I dreamed of doing something more than tending some Brahmin in the field in West Virginia. I wanted something more, and the Brotherhood of Steel is that something more to me. When I saw Knight Shin first approach me, laser rifle drawn, now that's awe-inspiring. Makes your heart pound. Who wouldn't want to be a part of that? If you had everything you ever wanted, would you just let it slip between your fingers? No, you hold on to it with an iron grip. I'm proud to be Brotherhood. So immensely proud. It's an honor just to wear this insignia. Haven't you ever been a part of something that made you that proud?
The folks don't join the responders for PAPs. They join to make a difference.
Then you know. You know what it's like to be starstruck by your own peers. I'm an ambitious man. I always find a way to make my dreams come true. But I can't deny how lucky I am to be in the position I'm in. So I'll be damned if I slack for 1 minute and lose the best thing that ever happened to me. I may be young, I may be inexperienced, but that just means I have to work a little harder than everyone else. My story? I'm not very interested if that's what you're asking. I was born in Louisiana, but I hardly remember it. We moved to West Virginia when I was really young. Me, my mom, and my brother. He stayed behind to help my mom on the farm, and I went off to join the Brotherhood. I knew I had to do it. I was chasing that dream, you know? But I still feel guilty leaving the two of them behind. Mama was so proud of me, though. Made me feel proud of myself. In all honesty, I'm a bit of a fish out of water, but I hide it as best I can. Sure thing.
Happy thoughts.
I'll tell you what I can. But keep in mind, as a Brotherhood scribe, some of my intel is highly classified. I guess I could share that information. You know, Brotherhood to Brotherhood. Scribe Valdez sent me here. I'm just keeping tabs on the place. Nothing too important. Just keeping my eyes on that vertibird. What are they using it for? Ha! Well, not really. Rucker's nice and all, but every time she looks at me, she looks like she's in pain. Could be chronic illness. Giuseppe's okay. I know he's got that whole salesman act going on, but he's actually a pretty cool guy. Reads a lot. Knows quite a bit about the world. Skippy's nice and all, but his inventions all look like alien probes to me. Orlando's probably the biggest enigma of them all. I don't know anything about them. They seem nice enough, but I always feel like they're hiding something from me. And I get the impression they just tolerate me. I feel like I could be out of the door to White Spring any minute. Oh, you mean Rucker's people? They're all right, I guess. I'd say they do a lot of good for the people of Appalachia, but there's hardly enough of them around anymore for everything that needs to get done. Between you and me, they'd probably be a lot more useful if they just got absorbed into the Brotherhood. They may have good aims, but they don't have the resources to do it. Meanwhile, the Brotherhood is making amazing strides every day. You're not gonna tell Rucker I said any of this, right? Please don't. Sure. Anything else you need? Sure thing. It's Initiate, Ellison. But yeah, I'll see you later.
We could always use an extra hand around here.
I heard a bunch of nerds arguing over comic book heroes yesterday. Aren't there more important things to worry about?
The potatoes here taste amazing. So fresh and only a few rats.
You are welcome here. All are welcome here, of course.
Now, isn't this a nice vacation, Jeremiah?
Well, hello there, stranger. Sophie Wagner, pleased to meet you. Why, this is the Refuge, headquarters of the Responders. These ones, anyway. I hear some other folks might be using the name too, but these are the ones I know about, and joined, and work for. You get it. So, these are the Responders as far as I'm concerned. Oh, sorry, I get you now. Well, right now, I'm just getting things in order to take in donations. The Refuge always needs more stuff, you know, food, clothes, whatnot. Stuff people need. Hoping folks will want to help out. Rucker says you can't just have people dumping things any old place, so I'm getting organized first. Rucker likes things organized. Well, what the heck? I've got time to take a little break. Shoot. You're gonna have to narrow it down there. Something specific you wanted to know?
I was out scavenging for food earlier.
Take care of people, silly. Lots of folks out there ain't got enough to eat or a place to sleep or are sick. It's rough out there, you know that. Here at the Refuge, they can get some of what they're missing. Rucker's making sure of it. We're making sure of it. Maybe so. Doesn't mean it's not worth trying. You're looking at it all wrong, though. You don't try to save everyone, you save individuals. Help enough people, and there's more people to help out others. You build trust, you build compassion, and you build community. That's what sees us all through this.
Come off a little too strong. No, maybe not strong enough.
Didn't we go over this? I'm getting us prepped to accept donations, materials, goods, food. You name it, we're gonna need it. No worries. What's on your mind? How personal are we talking? Who, me? Oh, I'm not that interesting. Came here from Kentucky. Wanted to see more of the world. I had a pretty happy childhood. We had a whole commune. All the kids raised together, so I had like 24 siblings and lots of parents. Got here, heard about the responders, and thought, that's for me. It's like my mom's always said, when everybody pitches in, there's nothing we can't do together. Oh yeah, out in the woods, pretty remote. Whole bunch of us. Great place to grow up. They said it was set up before the bombs by some folks who refused to fight in the war. Conscientious objectors, you know. People thought they were communists, so they decided to get away from it all and build something for themselves. Collective parenting. Instead of like individual families, everybody treated the community as one big family. So the adults were all parents to all the kids, you know? I had lots of dads and moms, and every kid there was my sibling. It was a very loving environment, and we were happy. It wasn't until I left that I found out that wasn't normal. True story. The way y'all do it seems pretty weird to me. No problem. What do you want to talk about? You know where to find me. Oh, hey there. Nice to see you. You know where...
I heard there's a chess set around here if you ever want to play.
Considering all of the places I could have ended up, I'm extremely lucky I'm here. I've never felt safer.
I wonder if the sun burns just as bright in California.
My friends didn't want to join up with me. Said the responders sounded like too much work.
Hungry? Ashley's always cooking something good up in the kitchen. Might want to swing by sometime.
If you ever find yourself in a bind, you can always call on us.
Stressed? Yeah, we all are.
Dining. Another scotch. Ma'am. What about you, Liz? Have you made up your mind yet? So, Bill's keen on Charleston. We were social with the governor. I'm sure he'd make arrangements for us. Evans? That snake? He was always for sale. Not a terrible thing if you're the buyer.
What do you call a rad stack on a stage?
Can you imagine? Parading into town like a troop of beggars. And Charleston knows us. It always was a slum. Now, with refugees swarming like flies, ugh. No, the resorts are the better option. If the White Spring won't have us, we should try Pleasant Valley. Even Sunnytop. Sunnytop? Really? I'm not there for the skiing. Or the clientele. But I'd rather stay at a shoddy lodge than take my chances with whatever may be going on down in the valley. Ma'am. Just set it down, set it down. Now, let's finish this rubber. $1 a point.
This place could stand to have some cats.
You mean I ain't gonna make it?
A week, maybe 2. I'm so sorry, Mr. Price.
Daggambit. I'd hoped to live long enough to see a Brahmin with 3 heads. How are you? Didn't know I'd be having visitors, but gosh darn it, I'll take any friendly stranger I can get about now. Well, thank you kindly. You've been a drop of sunshine on a dreary day. Heh, ain't no way I could have predicted I'd have come in here for a gunshot wound. Come out with a terminal diagnosis of something else entirely. Though, speaking of the gunshot wound, it'd weigh on my conscience not to warn you. There's a gang of masked bandits out there. Ruthless they are, with scarred skin and red eyes like rabid wolves. They ain't human, I tell you.
With all these supplies, we could really do some good trading with the White Spring.
So you did. I told that damn Harvey I wasn't no useless lout who couldn't even open a jar of relish. You best watch yourself out there. Or tuck in here for the night. Everyone from here to Wavy Willards might as well be a refugee from what's out there right now.
I'm afraid we don't have beds to spare for those who are just scared. We have to prioritize the sick and injured, like Lehman here.
Oh, I'm right as rain. For the next week, anyway. Well, gosh darn it. Would you just excuse me for that? Mama didn't teach me to have radiation sickness in front of a guest. Well, I was, but it turns out they didn't put a hole in me quite as big as I thought. Just a graze, in fact, but don't let my luck fool you. One peep out of me and they'd have put another bullet right through my noggin. That's what they did to the others. Well, Doc here says I got radioactive blood on account of all my exposure to a radiated ore at Emmett Mountain.
Technically, it was all the radioactive waste that made both you and the ore irradiated. But that's perhaps besides the point. Lehman is suffering from severe radiation sickness. It's impressive how resilient he's been. At this stage, we typically see fever, diarrhea, dehydration, convulsions. A positive attitude does wonders for the body's health, but usually not miracles. There's already significant internal damage. His symptoms will worsen, and it's too late for Radaway.
Say, isn't there anything else we can try? Some sort of miracle cure, or heathen rituals performed on a stormy night? Truth is, I've still got a dream to chase. Never thought much of it, but now I've got the Reaper's shadow looming over me. It sure feels a lot more urgent than it ever did before. I don't want to die just yet.
I shouldn't even be saying this, but I've heard some rumors. A radiation specialist up in the hills, north of the Savage Divide. I don't know what that means or if they even exist, so just take it with a grain of salt.
I think I'm starting to feel those symptoms you was talking about. A little phlegm ain't gonna keep me cooped up here. But I sure am sweating about those bandits. What if they got my scent? Oh, boy! Well, this sounds like my very own private security. Only issue is, I I don't got much to pay you with. It kinda, sorta invested my last paycheck in the Nuka World Arcade. But I do have this big old block of ore I found on the last operation. It kinda looks like a spaceship if you squint. Quality stuff.
Everything's too clean here. Time to dirty it up a little.
Doggy, we're gonna take the wasteland by storm. Let's go find this fancy nuclear specializer and see if they can fix me up with some new insides. I'll just wash that down with some water and get on my way real soon. I can make most of the journey myself. Just worried about spending too long in one place, really.
I suppose a nice refuge like this is worth more hungry mouths.
I hope that rumor comes to something. Truly, I do. Stay safe out there. Those bandits sound like trouble.
Wonder if they have any chems laying around here.
Can you lend me a hand? Well, I'm a representative from Foundation. I'm just here to talk about some trade deals, and to request assistance with the recent stream of refugees from the pit. Well, we think it's kind what they're doing here for the refugees, but a lot of them are coming to Foundation too, and we just don't have the resources to take care of that many people. All right, talk to you later.
So this is a place that's bringing all these damn people to Appalachia. What? Who I am doesn't matter. I'm just here to keep an eye on things for Meg.
The decor might be a little ostentatious.
Nothing but a problem. All it's doing is encouraging new people to come to Appalachia. Sickly people. If they're too weak to make it on their own, then maybe they shouldn't be the ones to survive. Sure, whatever.
Takes a lot of chems to get thrown out of the Neapolitan, but we were riding the line. My confidant and I made the trip to cover the Showman's Games, a world-renowned exercise in high-stakes barbarism. Few in the entertainment world could match. Instead, we spent most of our time getting hopped up on Daddy-O and chugging bourbon in the casino bar. It seemed a logical course of action. The games were notoriously deadly even for bystanders. Liquid courage and a head full of hallucinogens were the obvious defense. What we didn't count on was the devil's blood. We'd never heard of this stuff, and for good reason. It's an AC specialty. We weren't supposed to have it. It wasn't meant for us, but for the real high rollers. The people who, even in a world ravaged by pestilence and war, still managed to come out on top. We found a way. The exclusivity made it all the sweeter. Not because we aspired to that lifestyle. Quite the opposite. We wanted to soil the royal concoction inside our mangy, flea-ridden hides.
Due to the risk of exploding glassware, mixed drinks are no longer available.
Right for the picking.
I suppose a nice refuge like this is worth more hungry mouths.
All wines and spirits aged a minimum of 25 years.
Use a drink. But Rucker wants us sober on the job.
With all these supplies.
Now that that's settled, did Miss Rucker have any other requests I could help with?
Well, not specifically asked, but...
Oh, go on, dear. You know I'm thrilled to help if
Why
I
even
can.
bother helping people who can't help themselves?
She did mention needing some help with something for the clinic.
Ah, I see. Certainly.
And so
I got a veiled threat from Orlando the other day telling me they'd reprogram me if I'm not more positive.
Oh, and Esme's got something going on in the kitchen she could use a hand with.
Well, I shall certainly see what I can do about that. I'm sure I can arrange some assistance in these matters.
Orlando is very charming, but to be honest with you, I'm not really sure why they're helping us.
Oh, well, hello, darling. A pleasure to meet another guest of our fine establishment. I am Orlando, your host and management liaison. If you'll pardon me for just one moment. That will be all. Please give my regards to Ms. Rucker.
The folks don't join the
If you are here for leisure, I regret to inform you that our regular resort activities are temporarily unavailable. However, if you are here for the refuge and the fine work of the lovely responders, I am delighted to welcome you on their behalf. Ah, perhaps you have not heard. The White Spring is now home to the refuge, a place of safety and care for all in need. The refuge is being run by the responders, individuals committed to the well-being of their fellows. They founded the refuge in response to new waves of refugees coming to Appalachia, people in great need of help. Food, medical care, clothing, a place to sleep. All of these are available for those who need them. What a wonderful thing for you to ask, darling. I knew there was something special about you from the moment I saw you. As it happens, the responders are looking for volunteers to assist them in a particular outreach effort. Those industrious wonders have repaired a vertibird to full working order and are using it to make contact with more distant settlements. They've made allies with people in Pittsburgh. The locals call it the Pit now, who seem to be in dire need of outside assistance. If you don't mind me saying so, you look like you can handle yourself. You might be just who they're looking for. Well, they'll be better able to explain the details, but I believe they're looking for fighters, actually. Their contacts in the pit are in something of a desperate situation, it seems, against a dangerous enemy. I hate the thought of you putting yourself in such danger, but it does appear to be for a good cause. Judging by what I've heard, it's an accurate one, sadly. Pittsburgh was bombed quite severely during the war. The poor individuals still living there have renamed it to better reflect its dreadful circumstances. They call themselves the Union. Something of a resistance movement, I understand, against more aggressive forces. One of their representatives is currently staying with us, a Mr. Skippy Rorich. Delightful man. Indeed, isn't that marvelous? They salvaged it and painstakingly repaired it. It's fully functional now. I was very pleased to be able to contribute to this effort in my own small way. If you wish to see it, it resides on the roof of the refuge between flights, along with its charming pilot, Ms. Lennox.
People trying to help others. Feels like I've died and gone to heaven. Or hell, if you look out the window.
Oh, you're terribly brave, aren't you, dear? Imagine if we all had such courage. Now, darling, before anybody bundles you off, the first thing you should do is introduce yourself to some of the responders. I just so happen to know a few in need of more local assistance, and helping them will earn you the other thing you'll need. That other thing being, of course, their trust. The vertibird does belong to them, after all. My dear, you must understand, much as I would like to, my responsibilities do not permit me to do so. I am but a humble employee of the management. The vertibird is not the property of the White Spring itself, and is thus outside my purview. I hope you will not begrudge me my loyalty. I find myself quite fond of you already. In an ideal world, darling, I'm sure they would. Sadly, this is not that world, and any reticence on their part is understandable. I don't want to speak for the responders, but I believe they may also see this as more for their union friends than for themselves. Your assistance with their more immediate concerns will ensure everyone benefits. Isn't that a good outcome? Our lovely Ms. Rucker is the closest thing to a leader the refuge has, though I believe she's less than comfortable with the title. You can find her in their headquarters, beyond the dining area. The darling chef, Miss Rousseau, needs some assistance in the kitchen, I hear. And Ms. Wagner, over in the common area, is looking for donations. I'm sure your generosity will be well rewarded. Wonderful, my dear. I'm certain you will be a tremendous help to them and the refuge. When you are finished with each of them, I recommend you speak with Mr. Skippy Rorich, the pit union representative. I imagine he'll want to discuss the situation in the pit with you before you embark. Do feel free to visit me at your leisure if you wish to chat. I have an office in the management wing. You can't miss it.
I love Esme's cooking. Oh, it's been so long since I've had food with actual flavor. Heard there's someone up north who knows a thing or two about radiation.
Where on earth?
We could use that knowledge to treat.
You think I have what it takes to be a responder?
Thanks, Skippy. Think there has to be something you can build on this one. Some kind of bone-chucking gauntlet.
It's funny what comes to mind at a time like this. When I was little, I used to come here with my grandfather. Every morning, we'd sit right here, have donuts, read the paper, just the two of us. Everything changes. They got rid of the donuts, and the staff, and the whole world. The spot is still here. Joyce did her best. They all did. Hope they make it out there. As for me, I'm going to stay right here. Have one last donut. Whatever happens, happens. Everything changes, but in the end, I can't imagine a place I'd rather be.
Can't believe we got a vertibird. That's a step up in the world if I've ever seen one.
My friends didn't want to join up.
This is an active work site. Guests are advised to stand clear.
All right. Settle down. I know the last few weeks have been a shock. We all hoped we could stay here forever. But when you stop and think about it, we've been blessed. So many people have had it so much worse. For the past year, the White Spring has been our home. A shelter from the storm just outside the gates. It's time for us to face that storm. But we're ready. Ready like none of us was on that day. We've had time to plan, to prepare, to stock up, to find friends to share the road ahead. The White Spring bought us that time. Let's make the most of it. Ladies and gentlemen, one last toast. To the White Spring.
Pardon our dust. Please have a seat. Someone will be with you shortly.
I heard a bunch of nerds arguing over comic book heroes yesterday. Aren't there more important things to worry about?
For caps.
There's times you've got to accept the cards you were dealt and learn to make the best of it.
If you're caught out and about with no place to go, the responders have an outpost in Flatwoods.
Need anything?
I think I heard a Protectron bark the other
Seems
day.
like there have been more ghouls coming through here. Oh, it's a shocking condition. Wish we could do more for them.
Sorry, I'm not much for conversation. Allison talked my ear off.
The work I do is extremely rewarding, but boy, is it tiring.
I heard about what happened in Morgantown. I know it was way back, but I'm glad they chose to send me somewhere safe, and not somewhere like that.
Well, seems like timing is one of your strong suits. Look, I can stitch up a gash with the best of them, but Appalachia, well, she can do a lot worse than cut us open. Got a lot of folks here with sickness we don't understand, and injuries we don't know how to treat. What we need more than anything is know-how. So I propose we trade. What I got that I don't need, for what you need that you don't got. I've heard you're looking ahead into the pit, and the only safe way out of Appalachia is that metal bird Lennox has perched up on the roof. She don't fly without my approval, and right now, you ain't got it. So, that's the deal. You bring back medical information that'll help me figure out how to help these folks, and I'll okay your little expedition. AVR Medical Center down in Charleston should have what we're looking for. So talk to me. You in? Word is, there's a lot of pre-war patient records still inside AVR, and if we can get our hands on even a few of them, we'll learn a great deal about how they used to take care of folks, and that'll help us do a better job today. So, how about it? Nice. Well, let's get to it then. Anything you're able to find, go ahead and bring it back to our lead medic. I'll let her know to look for you. Good luck out there. Damn. Almost make some comics in with the medics. Who labels these things?
Can't wait until dinner.
I hope we get some death claw meat soon. Its tenderness is magnifique. Bonjour! My name is Esme Rousseau, but most people around here know me as Chef Esme. We've had some representatives from Foundation and Crater come here seeking assistance with the recent influx of refugees. I thought that we could help them out by providing some food for their people. I've started a pot of venison and tato stew, one of my newest creations. Would you be able to help me finish it? How wonderful! I can't wait to whip up something delicious for everyone! The stew requires potatoes, venison, salt, black pepper, and carrots. The ingredients can be found in our storage area. Your job is to grab the ingredients and put them in before the stew burns. Super! Let's have you start by stirring the stew, which will help keep it from burning. Remember to continuously stir during the cooking process. Fantastique! Let's get the first of the ingredients and prepare them. You're looking for carrots, potatoes...
Never thought a single person could be spread so thin.
Venison.
Ooh, got her land up and talk the bark off a tree.
Please seat yourself. A waiter will be with you shortly.
This is smelling delicious! Let's add more flavor with some salt and pepper now.
Considering all the places I could have ended up, I'm extremely lucky I'm here. I've never felt safer.
These robots sure make my job easier.
A safe haven filled with people trying to help others? Feels like I've died and gone to
Always
heaven.
make sure to boil your water before you drink it.
Good afternoon. Lunch is now being
Great
served.
work!
Please have a seat.
Now that your stew is done, it is time to add your own special touch. A restorative element? How inspired! delicious and useful. I am sure whoever you choose to give it to will be very appreciative. Here is your finished stew. Now, it is time to feed some of the hungry. I believe you can find the raider and settler representatives in the bar area. You must make a choice, since there is not enough to feed everyone, I'm afraid. I'll do my best to gather more ingredients so that we can cook again another time.
No reservations required. Help yourself to any.
I've been having
If you see anything that requires attention, do let me know.
We all get nuked to hell one pack, or we're still at each other's throats. Some things never change.
So this is a place that's bringing all these damn people to Appalachia.
Do you ever look up at I can't believe we got a vertibird. That's a step up in the world if I've ever seen one.
Wow, they've really gotten set up here. Are you at the refuge? We've got people going hungry, and too many mouths to feed at Foundation. Huh, I never would have thought to add a stim pack to food before. Truly inspired.
I bet power armor training's tough, and not that scribe training is hard too.
Hey, you're back. Rucker's put me in charge of running a bit of a donation drive. Have you met Rucker? She's amazing, you should. Anyway, it might surprise you to know an operation like this is always churning through supplies. We work hard to keep things in stock, and that funny Orlando character does their best to help out as well, but we still have shortfalls. So here I am, asking generous folks such as yourself to help us fill in those gaps and keep the refuge running.
Wonder if anyone found that specialist yet. Maybe it was just a rumor.
Let me check my notes. Well, I'll tell you, we've had a heck of a run on raw cloth, and it's really drained our stock. If you could spare, say, 50 pieces, it'd be a huge help to us. That's okay. Who just carries that around in their pockets or whatever, right? I'll be here all day, though. If you want to come back, bring it by later. If you can, of course. You know where to find me. It'd really make my day if you did.
Skip. Should they by his name? Skip on down to my store.
Eliminated.
Was anybody supposed to get some rest? In a world like this.
Oh, you startled me.
fascinating design of your new Spring Hill golf course. You appear to have 7 holes. 7. What a curious number. 9 I could understand. Or perhaps 6 played thrice. But 7? Most courses put ever so much effort into varying their holes. You appear to have liked your 3rd so much, you repeated it immediately. Or take the cart paths. One normally takes such little note of them. I had a wonderful chance to reflect on that during the 3-mile drive from the 5th hole to the 6th. And then 7. 7. Such a slope. It would make a fabulous ski run. Not that teeing off with the 400-yard putt wasn't a unique experience. I confess, when I heard you had carved up your championship golf course for housing tracks, I was concerned it might have impacted the quality a little. Clearly, I underestimated the scope of your ambition. Cordially, Henrietta Winchester.
There's a chess set around here if you ever got quick.
Corner is the place for creative hands-on learning, and the Wilderness Survival Experience is our most popular program yet. Artisan's Corner has everything you need to make your next survival project a success.
Check in with the medics if you're feeling under the weather.
Help support the
I got a
responders.
chuckle
Build
out
up
of
the
nothing
refuge and
yesterday.
give comp. Glad to see you've returned. Are you ready to donate? You do? Amazing. Thank you so much. This is going to be a big help. It just so happens I got a little something for you as a reward for your generosity. We might need a lot of things, but you know how it is. Poor in one way, rich in another. I put together some of what we can spare for you. And I've got a feeling you're gonna need them. See? Mutual aid. Everybody wins. Thanks so much for the help. Drop by again. If I know Rucker, I'll be looking for something new every day. Take care of yourself.
Give me a haircut before running off. It's a shame. Can't get at the back by myself.
Damn, that blood bug sting was nasty. Wonder what it was like pre-war when they were tiny.
I love Esme's cooking. Oh, it's been so long since I've had food with actual flavor.
Bon appetit!
These refugees wouldn't last one day in Crater.
Heard you were out there giving us a hand. Hope you got some good news about those patient records. These patient records are really detailed. There's so much for us to study and learn from here. Thanks for getting this back to us. The responders won't forget it.
There's a lot of supplies here that look ripe for the picking.
Bombs destroyed Pittsburgh, and why? Because we were building bombs to destroy civilians.
You are a piece of scrap. That means I like you. Today's junk output is error. Sensors are dirty.
What a day it's been, but I finally found you.